What's going on there, kings, queens, and everyone in between? It's your boy MC coming back at you with yet another video, and I understand that a lot of you haven't watched all of my content, and you might have missed out on us reacting to Mortal Kombat 1 or Mortal Kombat 12's little trailer, their little debut, their coming out party, so to speak. And if you want to go see it, you can either click the link above my head, or you can squint and try to figure out what's going on in the background, because that is the reaction video right there. But today, we're going to be getting our hands dirty, we're going to get knuckles deep, knee deep, and we're going to stew around in the trailer and see what we can pull out of it in its context and see what they've put on the Mortal Kombat website, and all that information digging and detective work begins right now. As you can see, we're sitting here on the website and everything looks normal. Your pre-order exclusive Shang Tsung, and to announce the pre-order exclusive at the same time as even announcing that the game exists in a tangible way, that's ballsy. That's ballsy. They're really coming for your wallets on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Reach into your pocket right now and hold on tight. It's in our blood. Discover a reborn Mortal Kombat universe created by the fire god Liu Kang. If you guys have seen Mortal Kombat 11, then you know exactly what this means. If you haven't, I'm going to spoil it for you because the game is about, what, 4 years old now? Liu Kang has ascended to the ethereal plane. He is a god, he is a titan, he is a creator and destroyer of worlds, and he is now trying to reshape the world in a more kinder image than the one that was left for him in his era. With Mortal Kombat 1 ushering a new era of the iconic franchise with a new fighting system, game modes, and fatalities. Game modes, folks. Finally, it's not just 1v1 player modes like towers, putting these same fights into the story mode, and then once you're done with that, you rinse your hands of it, throw your hands in the air, and now you just have ranked or casual matches online, and that is it. Finally, it looks like we're going to be in the trenches, and we're going to be getting stuff like Conquest mode back. And you may be saying, what the hell makes you think we're going to get something as in-depth as Conquest mode? What makes you think that we're going to be getting there? Hold on, we will get there when we get there. That being said, let's keep scrolling. An immersive story campaign. I don't know if you know what immersive means, but immersive isn't just I watch a movie and then I fight 3 fights. There's no way that they would use the word immersive if they weren't actually going to really let you put your foot in it. Because remember, in the trailer itself, they even announced you will make decisions that will influence combat, influence the world. You can be good, you can be evil. And I'm not saying that it reminds me of the Shujinko situation from Deception, but folks, it sounds great. It sounds something that's captivating. It's like I can really sink my teeth into it. But it says fight through a brand new story featuring your favorite Mortal Kombat characters like you've never seen them before, which we will look at in the trailer in depth in a second. But as you scroll down, it says cameo fighters. Choose from a unique roster of cameo fighting partners to assist you in battle. Folks, we might have summons. Like, there are many different practical routes that you can have. Like, I don't want it to just be a traditional fighting game and then I just press RB or LB and then one of these dudes jumps on screens and fight. What if we could, like, summon a team, like a party, and we're going around and we're fighting mobs of enemies? I'm not trying to, you know, obviously taper expectations. You don't want to have huge monumental, they could never live up to the hype level expectations. But this is something that entices me. This is something that makes me want to go, tell me more, show me more. And ultimately, if this is a big in-depth campaign, because we know NRS is more than capable of doing it, and then the fighting game is just kind of on the side and just treated as the content that they will update, keep balanced, and keep maintained, because we know the competitive side, y'all gonna be eating anyway. Y'all gonna be eating for as long as y'all want to eat, because many of y'all are still trying to eat off of MK11. So we know that y'all don't need much. But the casual side, if we are getting in there and this is trying to not just make Fighting Game of the Year award, trying to make Game of the Year award, whoa. Street Fighter 6 looks like they're trying to take that same route as well, so this is looking good.
To a blank canvas.
You see, he says it's a blank canvas. So somebody is going to have to leave their impression and leave their mark on this story. So as you already know, I started to detect some things, some little nuggets we'll get into in a second.
The choice is yours.
The choice is yours. Come on. Come on. It sounds like we're going to be able to leave our carbon footprint on this world.
As sworn enemies. Or united as brothers.
See, if we have enough influence to determine how the story's going to go. Now, obviously, we know how these games are going to be earmarked and enveloped to the point to where the ending is probably one canonical ending that bleeds into the sequel, and all of our choices are not going to ultimately matter. We've seen this with the Walking Dead games. Like, sure, it's great. It's nice to see what type of decisions people made. But if we could form alliances and allegiances and stuff of those natures, that's going to be huge, at least for me, especially when you have something that MKX set up with the faction points, and you're able to join certain factions and lead certain lineages to power. But if we're actually going to be able to implement something like that into the game in a tangible and meaningful way, hey, I'm all in. Sign me up. Wallet, it's yours. NRS, you've earned it. Take it. Like, that is something that I'm ready for. Now, there is one scene in particular that I want to talk about, and it's this one right here, where they're riding through the little carriage. But keep in mind, Melina is on this carriage. We have not seen any sort of realm where the two of these characters are both, let's just say, treated fairly. And it looks like Melina is kind of upset and feeling a bit mournful. Just a little bit about their origin. Like this, I'm not want to read too deep into it, but this definitely seems like someone who's lamenting and they're kind of tight about it. But that's my sister, that's big sis, and they're just kind of living with it. But they're also they might be up to treachery. This could be an assassination attempt by Melina in a couple of seconds on Katana, and then they have to fight each other. I'm telling you, there is a lot to take in here, because I don't know if y'all have ever seen Outworld and what Outworld traditionally looks like. But look at that background. That's not Outworld. That looks like Edenia is on and popping and thriving in this new world. But somehow Melina still exists. That's crazy. Because now you got to start thinking to yourself, does that mean Shao Kahn is still around? Or was there a previous attempt by Shang Tsung to take over Edenia that Kitana was able to thwart, that would allow Melina to have been born, still show up under the pretenses of destroying Kitana, but not actually being able to get the job done? And now that they're close, she might be feeling like, hey, you know what? Maybe I don't want to betray Big Sis. Shang Tsung was trying to use me, and I won't be abused like that. But then also might be having that feeling of, but maybe I should be running Edenia. We got the same mama genes. Man, I'm telling you, there's so many things here that I am more than interested in finding out about. Then Shang Tsung just goes on a rampage, comes out of a portal, and looks like just no one can touch him. Like Timothy Higgins he's him. He's the GOAT. Melina dead. Sub-Zero dead. Scorpion dead. Katana brutalized. Kung Lao jelly. And even after all that body, and even after all that dug in, my man could not stop Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice. Although one thing I will say is kind of interesting about this fatality is Elder God Liu Kang all of the Elder Gods at once? Like, has he found a way to no longer rely on the Elder Gods and their stupid council and how they do things? Has he finally figured out that we only need one God and he's just the man to do it? Because if that's the case, hey, Liu Kang, great job. You figured it out. You're a member of the all elite cast. Great to have you. You're doing God's work. All right, let me stop. But ultimately, what do you guys think this means for the game? Are there any particular game modes that you want to see return in Mortal Kombat 1? Because, folks, if they bring back chess combat, bro, I know some of y'all want combat cart. Yeah, y'all can have that. That's fine. If they bring back something as simple as chess combat, Mondo nut. That's almost like Mondo nut. Mondo, like everywhere. Like, it'll be a new fatality. Please don't tempt me. Please bring back chess combat. Oh my, the mode is so good. So good. Also, bring back the tag stuff. I know y'all had a little bit of a wetting of the whistle of those mechanics back in MK11, but the fact that out of all the NRS games, only MK9 had a tag mode is the biggest sin that I think you guys have had in NRS game development history. So bring it back and all be forgiven. I mean, you got cameo fighters apparently. So let's do that. And we haven't even begun to discuss if we're getting new characters in the mythos. There are so many things on the horizon for this game that I just chomping at the bit to get into. And you tell me I only got to wait 3.5 months to get there? Come on. What are we doing? Stop playing with NRS, man. Stop playing with NetherRealm. I don't know who was cooking in this kitchen, but folks, they let them cook up a souffle of greatness. And I am all for it. Anyway, if you guys like this video, please drop a like and subscribe. Stick around for all the awesome content I plan on bringing you. Unfortunately, Overwatch fans, it looks like there are a lot of games coming out on the horizon that are going to stop me from continuing to body and send everyone to the Shadow Realm, even though that's definitely a clip of me dying. But anyways, y'all be safe, have a great set of games, and an even better day, and I will catch you guys on the next time we live.